Get a large pot that's about 20 quarts. Fill it with 2 gallons of water. Bring it to a boil at about 160
First
degrees.
step is steeping the grains for 30 minutes. These grains have only been steeping for about a minute and you can already see the color. Take out the malt extract, place it in a sink of warm water for 5 minutes so it'll flow easier when you pour it. After 30 minutes of steeping, take the grains out of the beer, let the water drip off, add 1 more gallon of water before you add the first hops. Before we add the hops, we're going to add the liquid malt extract. Now we're going to add the first hops. We're going to add the hops, bring it to a boil, and let it boil for 60 minutes. These are Challenger hops. This is a good time to sanitize your fermenter. This is the bucket without the hole. We're going to use the airtight lid and the airlock. When there's 15 minutes left in the boil, you're going to add the Cascade hops. About 5 minutes left, you're going to add the last hops. These are Cascade hops. They're considered aroma hops. They'll only be in there for 5 minutes. At the end of our 60-minute boil, we're going to transfer it into an ice bath to cool down the wort. We're going to let the wort chill to about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Combine the wort with 2 more gallons of water for a total of 5 gallons in your fermenter. Then you're going to want to aerate your wort by putting the lid on and shaking it for about 5 minutes before you add the yeast to the top and let it settle for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you're going to stir in the yeast. Once you've stirred the yeast, put on the cover, make sure there's a tight seal, and wet the airlock down. Slide the airlock into the hole on the top of the cover and fill the airlock with water. We're going to let it ferment someplace cool, about 70 degrees, for 7 days. You should see air bubbles escaping from the top of the airlock. That's carbon dioxide.